We bring you here today to talk about diseases that exist in nature. They affect us all, children, adults, and seniors.
We believe that diseases have an extraordinary impact on us, and it is our responsibility to find a cure for future generations. There are many different organizations dedicated to this cause, but it isn't enough. Lives are at stake, and people need to survive.
Many people don't know what these diseases are and how to watch out for symptoms. Just like Reverend Ed Anderson once said, education is the key to success. In our Western world, we see sickness all around us. Common colds, flus, and maybe the occasional stomach virus. But to those who live in African countries, malaria is among those common colds. People die every 7 seconds in our world, but out of the estimated 12,500 people who die each day, 3,000 died from malaria. Malaria, which is a treatable condition, killed an estimated 655,000 in 2010 alone. Although you can contract malaria anywhere, most of those who die from it are African children. The disease is so common in parts of Africa that a child dies every minute, and malaria accounts for 22% of the childhood deaths.
It is the day that every child dreads, going to the doctor to get your shots. Although painful, these immunizations are vital to protecting your undeveloped immune system. One of the most important shots you will get is for the measles. Young children, especially infants, are very susceptible to this infection and can be very deadly if not treated. Although the disease may not have symptoms at first, after 2 weeks of the infection living in your bloodstream, symptoms start to appear. The first is a high fever and other symptoms related to common illnesses. After another week in your system, a small rash forms and grows quickly. If not treated soon after the rash appears, the infected person will take a turn for the worse. Most of the deaths occurs from complications of it and not the disease itself. Complications include blindness, encephalitis, an infection that causes the brain to swell, severe diarrhea, and related dehydration, ear infections, or severe respiratory infections such as pneumonia. As many as 10% of those infected will die, but like chickenpox, if you survive, you have a lifelong immunity to it. Measles or rubella is caused by a virus from the Paramyxoviridae family. Other viruses from this family include influenza and mumps. When the bacteria enters the body, it first attacks the epithelial cells in the lining of the lungs. This can lead to many respiratory symptoms, including wheezing, coughing, etc. One of the first symptoms to appear externally is Koplik spots. This symptom causes red, blue, or white spots to appear in the mouth. Just a day later, a rash appears behind the ears and soon spreads to the whole body. In 10% of the cases of measles, complications lead to death. Measles is easily preventable with immunizations and treatable with antibiotics such as ribavirin. In more severe cases, vitamin A is given to the infected person. This is usually only used if the person has a vitamin deficiency. For those who wish to avoid the disease, good hygiene is highly suggested due to the measles' strong ability to enter the body in different ways. Measles is the #1 cause of vaccine-preventable deaths in children. In the U.S., the mortality rate for measles is low, about 1% to 5% among children. However, in children who are malnourished, the rate is much higher, at about 10% to 30%. Measles could be completely eradicated if all children are vaccinated, as humans are the only host to the disease. With the help of the Red Cross, the CDC, and the World Health Organization, the mortality rate was cut down by 90% in 2010. If we do our part and get vaccinated, soon this disease might not be a bother to us.
Tetanus has been around the world for a century or so, infecting people with dangerous toxins that attack the central nervous system. Tetanus grows spores that are hard to kill, resisting heat and different chemical agents. Tetanus could spread through the soil, farm animals, and feces. However, it can't affect the body unless the skin has a puncture in which the bacteria can enter. Tetanus is not transmitted from human to human unless they have an open cut. Tetanus begins to affect the body in 3 to 21 days from the first day of infection. Tetanus incubates in the body, attacking important nervous systems. The shorter the incubation period, the deadlier the virus. Tetanus begins to affect the body with several different symptoms. It first begins when the jaw begins to have strange spasms. It is then followed by the stiffness of neck, difficulty in swallowing, and stiffness of abdominal muscles. Other symptoms include fever, sweating, elevated blood pressure, and rapid heart rates. Tetanus in the United States from 2000 to 2007 were an average of 31% of all cases. Tetanus is very deadly, with 10% of reported cases being fatal.
We would like to thank you for watching our video on infectious diseases. We hope that you are now informed about this and that it has inspired you to be involved in your community and help the future to survive.
Although we live in a scary world, we want you to live a happy and healthy life. Marco, any last words?
Mommy, I'm on the internet.
Oh, God.